Hey, hi everyone. I am back. It seems there was another network drop. They seem to be happening over and over again. I'm not sure why. I just came downstairs from our room, didn't do anything else. And I found Catherine talking to this guard captain here, Renzo. Maybe I should feed Mutt while I'm here. That should make Mutt happy. Alright. Now I guess we can go and talk to Catherine.
There was a lot of rain and the storm destroyed the Haitians.
As I say, I'm just a simple village woman.
I do what I can.
And I wouldn't dare to.
Interesting. Okay. Let's talk, I guess. Whom do I talk to? I guess I talk to Catherine.
Hello, the Worth Henry of Skalitz. I'm just holding a discussion with the captain here about his desolate fortress.
That's not how I'd put it. In the end, as my grandfather said, the strength of a castle is measured by its garrison. And mine is one of the best in the region. What do you say, lad? Am I right?
Your garrison is impressive, your garrison is a joke. I'm not interested in fighting.
Aye. I have to admit, the soldiers here look pretty fearsome. I wouldn't want to come up against them in battle.
I get the feeling you'd run instead of facing them, though. Eh?
Leave him be, meine Dame. Nobody with any sense would take on my men.
Interesting. I'd happily take them on.
I was just being polite. I'd happily take on your men.
Ach ja?
Do you fancy yourself a knight?
Come, Junge. We'll stuff your clothes with straw, so you don't come to any harm, and let you have a go against one of ours.
Let's go, let's go. Oh my god. The first guy we are going to fight is this oddly named person. Okay. Got him. Got him once again.
Mercy! Leave me be!
Where's my healing potion? Why the hell am I wearing this dress? What the hell is going on? Okay, okay. Full cock is done.
Excellent, Henry.
It was nothing.
Gut gemacht. You have my admiration. You really are good with the sword. I hope my idiots learn a thing or two from you.
You should receive some kind of reward for that feat.
And what rewards would you have in mind?
I was rearranging our saddlebags, and I remembered I took a small memento from Trotsky.
Oh. What is it?
A hunting crossbow. I even think it's von Berghoff's.
Nice.
I was meaning to sell it, but it might serve you better.
My word. Thank you. I better go and find Zizka. The Margrave is expecting us.
I saw Zizka next to the stables. There was some girl hanging around him.
Do you want to come with us to see Yobs?
Not really. I'll go and pack my things instead. I have a feeling we'll have to leave soon.
Why?
A woman's intuition.
Okay, interesting. Did this thing again change my... Okay, thank you. It did not. I would be really unhappy if my setup was changed again. For some reason we were moved out of our regular clothing. I'm not sure why.
Fell off the battlements at Laxenberg Castle.
Lord of Baja.
Okay, I think we are good.
From the wolves.
Let's
And were
talk.
you conquering or defending that castle, sir?
Well, depends on how you look at it. We were Storming a wine cellar, you see.
Stealing a bandit.
Only maybe you shouldn't go around telling people that, sir. It doesn't sound too heroic.
So what? Heroes like to have a drink too, now and again. I've got loads of scars from real battles anyway. Like here, on my other arm. A groom hit me with a crossbow nearby Yichin. The boy was nearly 15. Poor fella.
What about that hunting crossbow? Decorated field crossbow. Interesting. 380. My god. Okay, it's definitely better than what I have. Fine, we'll switch to it. Although its loading speed is going to be much worse, but I guess, yeah, it's still worth the trade-off, in my opinion. Okay, good. Let's swap back, and yeah, this is the setup that we currently have. We have our sword as well. I don't know what to do with it, to be frank. I guess we'll get an opportunity to reforge it later. I'm thinking.
No, he shot someone else.
Ah, I see.
And what about your eyebrow, sir? It seems a bit crooked. Do you have a scar there too?
Aye. I nearly lost my eye.
Also in battle?
No, I was a lad. I made a bet with some friends that I could run all the way down the Devil's Slope without stopping once. That's what we called this one really steep hill. Once you started down it, you either had to run all the way to the bottom, or tumble all the way there.
Interesting race.
And you went tumbling?
I did nothing of the sort. I ran down. But as I was celebrating, prancing about like a deer, I tripped on a root. I landed on my head and cracked it open on a stump. An inch or two off, and I'd have lost that eye.
Interesting story. This girl is...
How are things, Captain?
Yeah, I fought
What do you
Pulcock.
think?
I just beat him.
I've seen better days. And you, youngster?
I'm not sure why they swapped us to a different outfit though. I would have preferred to stay in my outfit. The same good.
Me? Well, considering what we've been through, surprisingly good.
Just wait until you've been through as much as I have.
You still have your strength? I want to live to see it.
Nah, don't say that. You still have your strength. A real man of iron.
A damned rusty one, I'd say. But enough chat. I see Jobst has returned to the fortress.
That's why I'm here. They're expecting us. I wanted to take Catherine along too, but she said she'd rather get the horses ready.
She's doing the right thing, and you better run ahead and greet the Margrave. I'll join you shortly.
Alright, are you expecting trouble? Do you know where we should look for Dry Devil? I'm supposed to go alone. I'll be going then.
Are you expecting trouble?
I always expect trouble. Jobst has turned coats more times than I can count. And the way things are these days, I'd rather have horses standing by, even on a visit to my parents.
Do you know where we should look for Dry
What
Devil?
about that dry devil of yours? Did you find out where he went?
No, nobody asked him where he was going, but it seems they're hoping it's as far away as possible. I'm not surprised. If I know him, he wasn't the ideal guest.
At least Jobst might know where he is.
He might. To be honest, that's the only reason for talking to him.
Should I really go and see Jobst on my own? He's a Margrave, though.
So what? You already know him better than I do. You met him in Ratai. I only know what I've heard about him.
All right, but he sent for us both. How's it gonna look?
A bit odd, I suppose. But you must understand, I'm doing this for our benefit. The less time I spend with a Margrave in one room, the better.
All right, then. I'll be going then.
Interesting. Why is there a stain on my clothing? I just had it washed yesterday. Odd. Where are the stables? Aren't these the stables? Or is he not at the stables? Hold on. I think he's upstairs. No, he's on this same level. He's inside. Go to the banquet hall for the audience. Okay. I think Jiska doesn't like Margrave. Yeah, he doesn't like him at all. Jiska doesn't like him, and Pisek seems to be afraid of him. That's my take on it. He calls Yobst a traitor and a turncoat.
Henry. Where's Captain Zizka?
He got held up.
I received a report that von Bergov's banner is flying in the camp of my dear cousin Sigismund, so I assume the negotiations at Trotsky didn't go too smoothly.
No, sir. I don't have good news for you, I'm afraid.
Well, good or bad, I'm sure you have plenty to report.
Indeed. A lot. We have a lot to
So
report.
what happened with von Bergov at Trotsky?
Finally, somebody of import is asking us an important question. Von Bergov betrayed us. I have the feeling you already know everything.
Bergov had no interest in our message. By the time we finally arrived at Trotsky, he'd already long since made a deal with Sigismund. But of course, he didn't tell Sir Hans and me anything. And on top of that, he used us to do his dirty work. Everything went to hell in the end, and we ended up in a dungeon. Or at least I did. They took Lord Capon away. In fact, that's why we're here. We were following von Bergov's trail.
So I've heard. But I'd be interested to know the details. It's been some time since our meeting in Ratai, and now you appear here by the side of a quite unexpected guest.
Jiska.
Well, it wasn't the best circumstances to meet Zizka in. They sent him to the Trotsky region to cause problems, and our paths happened to cross. We crossed swords. I can only thank God we didn't kill each other.
And who was giving Zizka orders? Do you know?
I think it's some Jan Sokol of Lamberg.
That would make sense. He was always quite pig-headed.
Forgive me, my lord, but how is it possible you don't know? Aren't you all on the same side?
Bear in mind that my dear cousin, His Majesty King Wenceslas, has many supporters, and each of them has their own ideas about how to defend him.
I understand. Seems complicated.
On the contrary, it's all quite simple. If I could get them all together in one banquet hall, give them their fill of wine and venison, they'd come to an agreement on the spot. Let's move on. I heard something about a pillory and poaching. What in God's name did you and Sir Hans get up to?
Oh, what a good question. Instead of messengers, they thought we were beggars. It was Sir Hans's fault. It was all my fault.
Things went wrong right from the beginning. We were ambushed, and we lost the letter. Lord Capon and I were lucky to get out of it alive. But no one at Trotsky believed that we were messengers.
Von Bergov refused to aid a nobleman in need. That seems pretty low for a man of his stature.
Well,
He
to be
wasn't there.
honest, Lord Capon didn't really look much like a nobleman. We were ambushed while bathing in a pond. And then we fled through the woods. So we really looked like a pair of beggars.
Ah, that must have been a peculiar feeling for Lord Capon.
Let's see if this works.
Not only for him, sir. I may be just a bastard, but that doesn't mean I'm used to begging at castle gates dressed in rags.
Believe me, I didn't intend in the least to make such an insinuation. In any
Interesting.
case, are you sure there's nothing else you want to tell me?
Istvan Toth was at Trotsky.
You should probably know that Istvan Toth was working for von Bergov,
Who's he?
one of Sigismund's cronies. He was causing havoc around Ratai.
Ah, yes. Hanush and Radzig mentioned some such person. They even foolishly let him go.
They had to. They gave him their word.
Yes. Well, it's actually quite heartening that some people still have such naive ideas about the world.
Jobs
Well,
seems
no one
like
let
a
him go this time.
political Machiavellian
Very
guy.
good.
Politically
From what
Machiavellian
I've heard,
guy.
he was a bandit and a cutthroat. There should be no dealings with his ilk.
Isn't Zhizka a bandit too, though?
Zhizka is loyal to Wenceslas, so he's no bandit or cutthroat, but a faithful servant of our king, carrying out resistance against his enemies. But let's move on. Is there anything else you'd like to tell me?
That's all that happened, sir.
Truly. My court messenger and bearer of tidings, both good and bad, John of Liechtenstein, has mysteriously gone silent. So every piece of information I get now is precious. By the way, you said you were in von Bergoff's dungeon. And I can imagine how they treated you there. Tell me, did you reveal anything?
Interesting. Jost conspired with Sigismund. Interesting. I betrayed Liechtenstein. Tell me, what did you reveal? I didn't say
I
anything.
asked questions, yes. But I was counting on that, and prepared myself for it.
How did you prepare yourself?
But I mainly told them things I was pretty sure von Bergov already knew. Like that Radzig is a supporter of Wenceslas, that you and I met in Ratai.
And was he satisfied with that?
But I don't think he expected anything more from a simple servant of Lord Capon.
That's true. I must say, Henry, you've pleasantly surprised me. You can keep a cool head as the world around you burns. You'll make it far. Thank you for the news. You're free to go if you want. But I would be glad if you stayed at the fortress. As soon as it's possible, you can join a legation heading for Rattay. I'm sure you already want to go home.
No, I want to go to Gutenberg, right?
What? Go home? I can't. I have to rescue Sir Hans. I made a promise I'd protect him.
A noble thought. But you mustn't worry about Lord Capon. I'm sure von Berghoff has him trapped in a gilded cage.
But I made a promise, sir.
I understand, but honestly, Lord Capon is now safer than you or I. The most sensible course now is to wait for the ransom demand.
That is true. That is indeed true.
Captain Zhizka. Henry and I were just discussing Lord Capon.
Yeah, the Margrave thinks he's in no danger, and we should wait for a ransom demand.
As one does.
I wanted to talk to you about something else. I suppose you're wondering why your friend Hinnek, also known as the Dried Devil, isn't here?
Oh, there's plenty of gossip going on around the fortress. You and Pisek refused to grant him asylum.
Asylum is for those in distress, Captain. Hinnek came to burn and pillage. I have quite different plans.
And what might those be, Margrave? Sitting and talking while King Wenceslas rots in a dungeon. What would I expect? Not so long ago, you were conspiring with Sigismund against Prokop, your own brother!
It would be futile trying to explain to you the intricacies of the Luxembourg's dynastic politics. Let me just explain that that was what was called for in the situation. But I assure you that I am now acting in the best interests of this country and of King Wenceslas.
You're acting first and foremost in your own interests. Everyone knows that.
Strong words coming from a man who earns his bread by killing merchants on the road.
Okay.
No offense intended. I applaud your art.
Okay.
It is mightier than the sword, but there are times when it's vice versa. Enter!
Pisek? Is it Pisek? No. Okay.
Ready to leave now, sir?
Good. It's high time. I expect the captain was about to leave anyway. Are you not?
With pleasure.
And you, Henry?
Me? Well, sir, I made a promise.
I understand. I won't attempt to keep you here by force. But bear in mind, I have concluded a very fragile truce with Sigismund, which gives us time to get ready. And if anyone should disrupt my plans with headstrong acts of violence, there will be consequences. Grave consequences.
A threat. An open threat.
I consider this matter closed. Farewell and good luck.
The House of Luxembourg. Okay.
I get the feeling Yopes didn't make a great impression on you. Are we leaving?
Yeah. And Henry's going with us.
Wait, you'll help me find Capon?
Sure. But we'll need people for that. And information.
Excellent. Let's go.
Catherine, I've got a job for you.
Yes?
Go to Kuttenberg. Find out what happened to Liechtenstein. If anyone knows what's going on in his godforsaken country, it'll be him. In the meantime, we'll go and find Dry Devil and his band.
Good luck. I'd go all the way to Rome to spy if it kept me away from the devil.
Let's go.
Alright, let's go. I like the way our horse looks as well now. It's just that we need to unlock its perk, hidden perk. You can pay a coach caravan to take you between the Trotsky and Kuttenberg regions. Okay, nice.
What is your plan, anyway?
That means we can go back. Okay.
Go from village to village.
And this is Kuttenberg region. Okay.
That won't be necessary. We just have to visit places where you can get booze.
Oh, so all the taverns and dens in the region?
If it comes to that.
I'm up for that.
Don't get your hopes up. We'll have a beer, listen to the local rumor mill, and if we don't find anything, we'll pay up and move on.
Where do we start?
I have heard of a place that's a favored meeting spot of bandits, poachers, and all kinds of scum. If I was looking for the devil, or at least someone who knows something about him, that's where I'd go.
Sounds like a good place to start. And if we find the devil, what then?
If we're really to step on Sigismund's toes, we need capable men. And the devil's capable. Of anything, really.
I'm not sure what the three of us can achieve.
Kinect's not alone. He has the devil's pack.
Who?
That's what his band is called. They're exactly the sort of men we need.
We don't have men right now, so it makes sense
Step on Sigismund's toes.
to get somebody
What about Liechtenstein?
in alliance who has a band themselves.
But don't worry. It's going to take a lot of time before we're ready. In the meantime, hopefully Catherine will find out where young Liechtenstein is hiding. If his spy network really lives up to the legend, he'll surely know where they're keeping young Capon.
I just hope Sir Hans is all right.
Why wouldn't he be? He's the Lord of Bergstein. He's of no use to them dead.
If I don't bring him back to Hannes alive, I might as well hang myself. Anyway, how much farther is it?
Still a long way to go. Shall we speed up?
The road's quiet. The surroundings are pretty. Why rush? At least we won't be so conspicuous.
If you say so.
Interesting. Let's look at the map once. So we are here. This is Sugdal. This is my bed. Okay. What is the quest icon? Skill teacher. Okay. That's a quest icon though. Okay, this is the Sugdal crossroads fast travel point. Makes sense. And okay, the map doesn't look too big. Okay, maybe I spoke too early. Interesting. Yeah, I'm not sure if it is bigger than Trotsky, frankly. I think it's about the same size. That looks like another stronghold. Interesting. Mutt is following us as well, which is nice. That looks very odd. It looks like tents, not a stronghold, in fact. Let's spur the
Shouldn't we
horses.
speed up? We won't get there before dark like this.
What's the matter? Don't you want to enjoy the scenery?
Right. Why hurry? There's plenty of time.
Well, this way we'll be able to unlock any points of interest along the way as well. So it might be, I think it's better not to fast travel when opening up a new map for the first time. Maybe we will end up looking at some interesting situation, some bandits or something similar. No rivers, just a huge plain. No fortresses either, no mountains either. Just crazy big plain from what I can see. The place you are going to is pretty far. It will be a good idea to fast travel. Yeah, I'm just trying to use this to open up the map without risk. It will also give me an idea of the distance, right? Otherwise it will just have this area opened and then the other one. I think I'm probably halfway there because the map ends here. So it will take me around the same amount of time that it took to get here to get to our destination in case it's on the other side. If it's earlier, then we'll be better off. This is another town though. You will get a quest that will help you explore the map. Oh, nice. Okay. And get markers. Got it. Miskovich. But I already turned him down twice regarding fast traveling. I don't think he'll ask me again. This is a big town. The pond in the middle also looked interesting. All the towns are very realistic in size, I think. The game is quite impressive in that sense. Especially when compared to something like Skyrim, right? Even Witcher was not as spaciously well planned, I would say. It had obviously its moments in terms of Novigrad and some other areas, but not really in terms of every small town that we happened upon. But it's different for this game. Quite impressive. I guess both of those games are like a decade or more than a decade and a half older, I think. So it makes sense. I can initiate fast travel, but I don't have any option to talk to him. Why was there a random rat on the road? Are these honey? No, they are not. What are these? Yeah, I don't think they are farming honey in those. Those things are not something that I had seen in the Trotsky village. Or maybe it is the honey farm. I'm not sure. What is that? Oh, basically we turned north. After we reached Miskovich, we turned north. Got it. Apparently there was no way to get across cross country to shorten the distance. This is the north, so the map is longer in that direction. But I can't see much because